Hello Facebook, we're travelling to Malibu Beach from Agoura Hills, is that what you say? Agoura Hills. And we're going through the Canyon Valley. Canaan Road Valley, on the way to Malibu, to the Pacific, where the fires of 2018 struck badly, and we're travelling with cousin Mary, who's driving.
Hi.
Hello. And with Sloane. Hello, Sloane. And with Mrs. Cole. Hello. And we're on our way. So, as we're driving along, Sloane and Mary explain the area we're currently driving through and the effect that the fires had on this particular area.
Well, this area is one of the main thoroughfares that goes to the ocean. There's Topanga Canyon.
Yep.
And there's Las Virgenes Canyon, and then Canaan Road, and that's what we're on right now. And you look out over here and you can see just surrounded by hills and mountains, and the fire that we had on November, came here on the night of November 8th going through November 9th.
Yep.
That completely scorched this area, and unfortunately a lot of homes that are built back here are in wilderness and they did not survive.
Yeah.
So, and now the big deal is we're afraid of mudslides. This is the only canyon that's open right now to take us to the beach, because see these big rock walls?
Yep.
When there's too much rain there and no vegetation to hold the rocks and mud together, we get these incredible rock slides or mudslides when there's too much rain, and we're just now coming off of 4 full days of rain.
Yeah.
You can see where these just lit up like torches, these pines here.
Yep. So they're black.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful area. That house did okay down there. Look at that. This is the first time I've driven through here since the fires.
You can see the blackness, can't you, on the hills?
Absolutely.
They haven't recovered, despite the days of rain.
Yeah.
Which have kind of helped at some hillsides. These have.
Now we're going to be going through the first tunnel. Now if you look at the top, you can see the year that the tunnel was built.
Okay.
Actually, I think this is the newer side. The other side is the older side. There used to be just one, and right now only one is open.
Okay.
This is 1975. This one was built. The other one I think was built in the 60s probably, or prior to that.
Yeah. My ears just popped.
Look at that house up there that made it.
Right up top.
Wow.
Survived.
Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh my God, I would be so frightened. Can you imagine seeing that fire race up the hill?
Yep, coming towards you. Yep.
And here's the other tunnel. Let's see if this one has dates on it. Okay, both of these are open. This one was 1970.
Oh, 1970,
that one was 1967 on the other side.
Okay.
And so, they obviously broke through before then, but I think they redid the tunnels.
Yeah.
This one, I know the second side tunnels was added much like in the 70s.
Yeah. And if there had been a mudslide on this particular road today, are you saying we wouldn't be able to get to Malibu?
We wouldn't be able to get to Malibu because they have to close it.
Yeah.
And actually an interesting story, when I was in university at Pepperdine, we had these types of rains one year. I don't remember. It was probably about 79. And I was living back in Malibu Canyon off of Las Virgenes Road. And I was trying to get to school, you know. I said, well, yeah, it's raining, but I have to get to school. And I had to go out of the canyon over to get to Pepperdine. And as I was driving on the side of the road, a mudslide happened right before me.
Wow.
Just like this. It would have come down right here. And I didn't have time to stop, and I plowed right into it.
Wow.
And I was alone by myself, pouring down rain. The tire blew out, and I didn't know what to do. There were no emergency vehicles. So what I did is I tried as best I could to dig myself out.
Yeah.
Went in reverse and drove all the way home on the wheel, just the wheel, because the tire was gone.
Yeah.
And I was so lucky that I wasn't 10 feet in front on the road, because the car would have been taken out by the mudslide.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, but I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Look how green this is in here, though. It's amazing how the vegetation just regenerates so quickly.
Yeah.
It's nature. It's what it does, you know. And there actually has to be certain amount of burning,
yes,
because otherwise
told that as we went up to the Grand Canyon on the Grand Canyon Railway, how kind of organised fires are required sometimes to help rejuvenate the pastures and the land. And
we do controlled burning here
Yeah.
in certain areas. Not back here because it's just too wild, but in areas that are closer to homes and stuff, they'll do some controlled burns.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
do you want to add anything to Sloane from the time of the fires? Anything you want to add?
It was her birthday.
It was my
happened.
birthday. There was a whole winery back there that actually we passed by. We'll see it on the way home.
Malibu wines.
All of the grapevines had burned completely, so
Really?
they lost all of
So that's destroyed
their business.
Their business is destroyed.
Yes. So
How long will it take for that to?
I have no idea.
Wow.
But their house is still standing, so that, and also coming down here, we saw a lot of the chimneys and the fireplaces. That's pretty much the only thing standing of majority of the homes.
Did you see it just now?
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Right
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so sad. And I gotta tell you though, okay, here's gonna be your first view.
Right.
There it is. See it?
The Pacific.
That blue, there it is.
That's the
There's
Pacific.
ocean.
Wow. The Pacific Ocean, Facebookers, in the distance. We've never seen it before. We come from Cardigan. We see the sea and the Atlantic, but we've never been this far west.
It's really beautiful back in here today though, I have to say. It
We're
is
lucky.
even-
You've had, tell us about the rain you've had last week in LA.
Oh yeah, we had 4 days of straight rain, which rarely happens, and it wasn't just a light rain; it was a heavy rain. Like I said, that's why the other canyons are closed because of the mudslides.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll get them up and running soon. I cannot believe the amount of this fire started all the way back, clear across the valley from us, near CB Valley,
Yeah.
and it traveled all the way over there. And once you get a fire of this magnitude, and let's see if this has a date on it, 1982, this one was redone.
Yep.
When you get a fire of that magnitude and the Santa Ana winds, there are these incredible winds that blow through Southern California at certain times of the year. If you get the fire going that hot and that fast, and it jumps the 101 freeway, you
Yeah.
know it's going to burn all the way to the ocean.
Yeah.
And in fact, it did. Came all the way.
And it was the ocean that stopped it.
The ocean, it stops at the ocean.
Yeah.
Can't go further than the ocean.
No.
And people that evacuated their animals, a lot of them, all they could do was take them down to the beach and tie them to the lifeguard post and wait
Yeah.
till the fire passed. And the winery that Sloane was telling you about, they actually have a zoo. It's called Malibu Winery Zoo, and a safari zoo.
Yeah.
And where they take you out on these open-top Humvees to see like zebras and wild animals that they keep back there. And they evacuate. Thank goodness they evacuated all the animals from there during the fire.
Yeah.
It was a different winery that burned.
Was it Celio?
Yeah, it was a different one.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of them lost a lot of. Look at all these trees that they're cutting. See, they're working on this now.
Yeah. I can't believe, I was saying earlier, just how the terrain you have here, looking at the sweeping hills you've got to the left, I haven't really understood that the northern hills of Los Angeles were as such.
Well, this is a straight canyon. It pretty much goes, it's the least winding of all of them.
Yeah.
And so you will see, though, there's a wider space between the two, like the actual canyon, this mountain range and that mountain
Yeah.
range. If we were to take Malibu Canyon, which is on Las Virgenes, it's a little less than this, but if you were to take Topanga Canyon, which is the area that I grew up in, it's really, really tiny,
Yeah.
the opening, and it's very, very curvy.
Okay.
And they have a lot of houses that are built right up against the side of the road over there.
Yeah.
A lot much space in that area.
And
This
that,
one is nice because it's open.
and that is very clearly the Pacific. Look at that.
Isn't that nice?
Wow.
So we're going to drive by Zuma Beach
Okay.
and go up to Trancas and maybe even go up to County Line.
Okay.
I'll show you guys where I used to live up at County Line.
Cool.
And then my other various apartments. We're going to go down to Pepperdine in Malibu and see Malibu Beach. And eventually we're going to head down to Santa Monica, see the Santa Monica Pier. Go to 3rd Street Promenade.
It's good to have family.
Yep. Absolutely.
good old Proudus of Amroth, Pembrokeshire. Little did we know that we'd be getting back together on the west coast of America all these years later. After we emigrated in what, 1849? William?
1849.
Your great-great-grandfather,
Yep.
and his brother Stephen. Their brother John being my great-great-great-grandfather. Here you are today in sunny California, not wet West Wales.
Malibu city limit.
There it is.
There we are.
Malibu city limits. So we'll switch off now because this is either going to send our Facebook friends to distraction or to sleep. So we'll...
Are you going to post this?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing we weren't filming yesterday when you got us into the
look at
gated
this house. Part of
community.
it- Look at that whole back house burnt.
Yeah. Oh, is that?
Oh, man.
Oh. Yeah?
Oh, no way. God,
But it
just
looks like-
right there.
But most of it is just about survived, isn't it? But that's,
Yeah,
wow.
the main house looks okay, but geez, that's incredible.
This is how close it is. But it did get to the beach, didn't it? It got to
Look
Malibu.
at this burnt here.
God.
Oh, yeah. I have several friends that lost their homes back in this area.
Yeah. And your sister Lisa escaped but had to be evacuated.
Yeah, but she lives near me.
Yeah. But you didn't need to be evacuated.
Well, we were told to, but we had reasons not to leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, it traveled that far from all the way behind us, all the way through Agoura Hills, all the way out here to Malibu.
Yeah.
Look at a lot of these houses. You see them up on the hill. It's just that the fire was just too hot and too fast. The winds, you guys can't believe the winds. Look at this. Oh.
The trees are all black.
Just incredible, huh?
And apparently is it in Malibu that Anthony Hopkins lives? I was looking, was
Oh, probably.
Because we've written to him on Facebook and on Twitter, but well, as of yet, we've not yet had a response from Sir Anthony Hopkins. We've told him we're Welsh in town and we're up for a cuppa, for coffee, but no news yet. He's clearly busy with his art, so we'll forgive Sir Anthony Silence of the Lambs Hopkins for now, and hopefully we'll have a response before we leave on Thursday. So we're at an intersection. Is that what you call it? Out here?
Yes, this is Pacific Coast Highway. This is
Okay.
the one. What is it called? It's Highway 1.
Okay.
And it runs all across the Southern California coastline up to Northern California
Cool. We call it a junction.
with little zigs and zags
Yeah.
along the way. But yeah, this is the best place to see the ocean.
Cool. Well, we're gonna see it now, and then we will turn it off because we are well into overtime with our video. Hello, this is Point Dume, is it? Have I said
Point
right?
Doom.
Point Doom. I'm never getting my words right here. But
You're doing fine.
so we're now in Malibu, effectively, yeah.
Yes, we are. It's Upper Malibu. Malibu town is down south of it.
Okay. Yeah, Malibu Beach.
But this is Zoom. We're heading up towards probably the largest beachfront in the area.
Okay.
It's called Zuma Beach.
Yeah.
And we're going to be passing right by there very soon. We're going to go up to Trancas County line and then head back down this way. So we'll be on the correct side of the street to stop.
Cool. Well, we'll stop for now. Goodbye, Facebookers. Thank you to Cousin Mary, and thank you to Cousin Sloane, and Mrs. Cole. Yeah, hello. In the back, we are saying goodbye at Malibu.